And here we are on a Thursday. We were talking about the win home before we came on. So, win was in my mind. Thursday edition here, episode number 38 of Good Morning Huntsville. As always, thanks for joining us. Welcome in. Thanks for waking up with us today. Rick Boning already chiming in this morning. He's already entered the contest with the hashtag Hello Huntsville.
Look at him.
Saying good morning, Justin and Rob. A lot of folks are already joining us across the platforms. Hey, let us know you're out there. What are you thankful for today? You know, there's a common theme on this show now as we're 38 episodes in, and it's always, what are you thankful for?
Right.
Every morning.
Have to be thankful for something.
So, yeah, you got to be thankful. We are broadcasting live downtown as always in our studio. That is brought to you by our good friends at Elliott's Jewelers. You can check them out online at elliotsjewelers.com. But Justin Killingsworth, here we go, man. The color bar in the house today. What's up, dude? Give me a little fist bump, man. When I gave you that fist bump, I was just thinking of Braylon because I just taught her to pound it.
Yeah?
And it's really cute because she doesn't do a full fist. She only does like half, like a curl of the fingers.
That's okay.
So
she'll get there.
Y'all have a little one, too.
And we do.
One?
She's 6.
One little one?
Yes, only
6.
one. One's enough.
How long have y'all had hers? That's quick.
6.
6. So the full 6?
Yes.
That's crazy, man. How has that journey been? 6 years old.
Fun. She definitely keeps us on our toes, for sure. So
how do you balance the little one? And then I'm speaking to the choir, though. How do you balance the little one and you're a business owner?
It becomes a lot. Those days off are the times we take with her, so.
That's good, man. Well, you guys went to the Grand Canyon a few weeks ago.
Yes, we went to the Grand Canyon. We travel a lot with her, so she's been to 28 different states and 4 countries.
That's nuts, man.
So, and she's 6 years old. I'm like, I wish I would have got to do all these things before.
That's more than a lot of people in a lifetime.
A lot.
My grandmother never liked to travel.
Oh, no.
And she was 94.
The only thing you get to take with you is memories.
She only went to Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but she was content. She was happy. She said, I'll never get in a plane. And I was like, well, Nanny, what if I tranquilize you? Then will you get in a plane? She's like, no.
No?
And she never got on a boat. She didn't like water.
Oh, my goodness. We went on a cruise one time when Keegan was younger, and that was not a great experience for us. We're like, nope, we don't like this. So
No cruising.
No cruising.
Hey, before we went on, Justin, there was some hacking going on this morning, man. There's no Netflix and chilling right now, right?
Oh, I know. My Netflix account this morning, I'm getting all these notifications. Your profile name has changed. Do you have a new PIN? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I was sleeping. Anyways, got that all taken care of.
Oh, so you're good.
Yes.
All right, yeah. You want to make sure the Netflix doesn't get jacked up.
And then I hit the little link and try to reset the password, and it says, oops, sorry, can't reset.
Did you know that Netflix, by the way, has quit shipping DVDs? I think that they have finally wrapped up that service, and there's some people that are really upset about it because they say we still get the DVDs in the mail.
Wow. There
was this hidden club of people that still got the DVDs.
I thought I saw an ad on Facebook the other day for them. I don't know.
And there's something that's going on, and I'm going to try to pop this up on the screen real quick here that is kind of...
Oh, you know what? I saw it.
Hold on.
We let you share. Yes.
Hold on. Justin's about to give this away here, and that's okay. But I just saw something here that made me nervous. Actually made me excited. I was, for whatever reason, I was Googling Blockbuster the other day, just because I miss Blockbuster. And check this out. We are working on rewinding your movie.
That's cool.
And some people out there this morning are saying, what does that even mean? Why do you even care about that, Rob? Well, I care about it because, I was a Blockbuster kid. I grew up Blockbuster. But here's the deal. There was some other stuff that was popping up on Twitter that they had about, it was these kind of subliminal messages making it almost sound like they're going to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe it was a meme the other day. It's we didn't care because, Netflix just launched their cracking down heavy on shared accounts. Mm-hmm. And so I saw a meme or something the other day from Blockbuster, and it was we don't care if you share it just as long as you return it.
Yeah, so look, here it is on Twitter. For those of you listening on the audio podcast, I know you can't see this. I'm trying to make sure that we popped it. This, for some reason, Justin, this was very important this morning. Obviously, that's why we're talking about it here on Good Morning Huntsville. This does relate to Huntsville. Somebody said here, here you go. A friendly reminder that when you, it says used to rent videos from us, we didn't care who you shared it with as long as you returned it on time. And all these weird messages. Sorry, I've been away. My boss is back. I've been busy explaining while I'm still posting on social media. Is it too early to ask for a raise? It's
okay, but here's the thing about like Netflix. Yes, is it annoying that we don't get to share Netflix and all of that? Yeah, but what about the person? Yes, I know Netflix is huge. But
some people share the passwords.
I know, but you look at but if everyone shared the same password and it was only one subscription, how would it affect their revenue? Right?
Terrible.
It would be horrible. So, yeah, they're going to protect their interests.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Rick Boning this morning, by the way, he's chiming in saying...
What is he saying?
He's saying, I'm thankful for donuts and coffee.
Oh, come on.
So good to see you. My beautiful Bridget is chiming in saying, good morning. Love you, sweetheart. Good to have you on. Let us know you're out there today, by the way. Comment. Let us know what you're thankful for.
I figured Rick would be grateful for us.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
We're grateful for him.
Well, he did say good morning, Justin and Rob, so we appreciate that. Well, here we go, rocking and rolling on a Thursday.
Are you going to drink your coffee or what?
Yeah, so we're kind of bouncing around here this morning.
I know, we're all over the place.
This kind of reminds me of like someone in California, Dutch bros.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's really great coffee.
Californians always say, bro, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
It's Dutch bra.
The bra.
Check this out. Dutch Bros coffee. Did we have one of these in Huntsville?
No, it's right on the edge of Huntsville.
Cheater. That's all right. Thanks a lot, Dutch Bros. But yeah, thank you, Justin. I appreciate this. Yeah. And it comes with this really hard to remove seal. I mean, look at this thing, dude. I told you I wanted to do this on the air.
That's optional.
Look at this, man. This is like a Band-Aid.
It's perfect.
Man, look at that. There we go.
Not an ounce spilled out on the way here.
Not an ounce spilled out. I'm going to take a first sip of this. What is this?
A Golden Eagle.
Golden, man, this thing sounds magical. Here we go, Justin. In 3, 2, 1.
See, it's good, isn't it?
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I know.
Thanks a lot, Dutch Bros. So, anyways.
It's going to be all day.
That's how we're rocking and rolling today here on Good Morning Huntsville. Thanks for joining us, Justin. Cody Killingsworth, JCK in the house, not JK, because this dude's not kidding.
It used to just be Justin Killingsworth, and then I got hacked, and then it wouldn't let me use Justin Killingsworth again. So then it was like, okay, fine, use my whole name.
I like that better though, because JK would almost mean like
just kidding.
Yeah, it would mean like just kidding. You're not kidding. You're the real deal. The color bar is the real deal.
I know, but it's always like, oh, let's have a light attitude about things.
Tell us real quick, as you are the Thursday co-host. The Foundation 5. You've laid the framework for us.
We've laid it down.
What's going on at the Color Bar this past week? You got a new employee. Was there a new employee, or are you just highlighting an employee? I saw something on social.
No, we like to highlight our employees. Our employees, and we all work together. So sharing and helping everyone get out there is amazing. This week, new at the Color Bar, had a couple meetings about expanding into a different market. So we're super excited about that. That should take off and be open at the end of July.
That's happening fast, man.
Yes. So if everything goes correctly, we have the Buy More, Save More event going on. When you buy products, one product is 10%, 2 products is 15%, 3 products is 20%. We have our special on Brazilian blowouts. So that's 12 weeks of frizz-free hair.
Love that.
And that's $175. So
frizz-free. We didn't say fizz-free.
Frizz-free hair. And most salons charge anywhere from $325 to $475 for that service.
And what is yours?
$175.
Wow. Unbelievable.
So,
Unbelievable.
I haven't had anyone that didn't like the Brazilian blowout. Like, especially with all this humidity, it's just like this protective layer. Kay Boeing gets Brazilian blowouts.
Kay Boning over Tomorrow's Promise.
She is like, I think it's time. And I'm like, okay. So she does. She's really good about the 3-month mark. And actually, it's not even that she's keeping like track of how long she's had it, but she can tell when it's gone in her hair.
Love that.
So Kay's one of those that likes to wash and go. So we give her a lived-in look kind of that is easy for her to maintain and do. And so just kind of brings it all back.
I love that because when you
Rick always says he likes it after I do it because her hair's straight.
Well, I like hearing that because you think a lot of times whenever you get your hair done and all that, it's like, oh, I can't touch it. I've got to keep it this way. But whenever you say that lived-in look, it's just it's almost permanent.
Yeah,
that's great, man.
Do it. It doesn't reduce to the curl pattern or anything like that. It just basically seals down. This is going to sound like foreign language to people, but seals down the hair cuticle. Our cuticle, each strand of hair, is like a tree. I think of it like a Christmas tree. And when you go to the farm and they send the tree through the netting so that, it's like, that's what Brazilian blowout does.
Love that.
So it lays down the cuticle.
Laying down the cuticle.
Yes.
That's what it's all about here this morning. Justin Killingsworth joining us.
Talking about hair cuticles on
That's
on
why
there.
I love, we have kind of a general idea of what we're going to talk about. And by the way, Cline Card joining us here in a little bit.
That's the only thing we knew we were talking about.
But it's cool, though, because we never know where the show's going to go.
That can be scary, too, sometimes, but it's okay.
We've made it through 38 episodes. And the good news is the viewer base is growing. Oline is joining us this morning.
Oline, she needs to respond to my text message.
She just said, good morning. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
No, she needs to look at her text message. I invited her to something this evening.
Okay. Oline, so there you go. She is watching.
She's going to be all red.
She's watching this morning. Also, Garrett Long is chiming in. Garrett Long saying good morning. He wants to know, where is my coffee? Justin, Cody Killingsworth. And it's serious because he used your middle name.
That's so he tagged me.
Yeah, but he used your middle name. It doesn't matter. Because whenever
okay,
when I tag people, I just only do the first name.
Oh.
Yeah, I delete it. So,
ask him tell him he can come pick it up.
Yeah.
There really is another one in my car.
Come pick it up. Hey, Garrick, what you need to do, tell the bookstore. I don't know what time you got to go to work.
They need to have Dutch Bros inside.
They need to have it inside, but tell the bookstore if you're there right now that you're leaving to go get coffee, and I double dog dare you to come here to the studio this morning and grab the coffee out of Justin's car. And
we'll flip the camera.
Yeah, we'll flip the camera and we'll say hello to you. So I double dog dare you. That's like an elementary phrase.
He's probably still in bed.
Yeah, get up, Garrick. So come get your coffee this morning. Tammy joining us as well, saying good morning, gentlemen. Good to hear from you, Tammy. By the way, our good friends, he just said I'll be there about 7:35. He's really coming, man. Are you really have this coffee in the car?
Yes, it's in the car.
Man, I don't want to drink mine now because that's your coffee in the car.
What? No, I got 3 this morning.
Oh, okay.
So my favorite drink from Dutch Bros, is the Golden Eagle chai. I love the chai tea.
How many Golden Eagles are there?
Oh, there's like golden. I don't know. Don't even get me.
That's their attempt at trying to be Starbucks with the.
Well, instead of calling it a caramel macchiato, they have the Golden Eagle macchiato, right? So Golden Eagle equals caramel.
I went through the Starbucks drive-through one time and I was joking around and I said, "Can I please get the caramel mocha crappy frappuccino?" And they were like, "What are you talking about?"
I was going through one day and I was scrolling through some social media platform and I was like, "Oh, try this drink at Starbucks. It's called the Fluffy or something." I don't know. It was some anime show that I'm not into anime. I don't watch, but I was like reading the ingredients. I was like, "Oh, that'll be good." So I'm going through the Starbucks line and I was like, "Yeah, I want the Fluffy." It sound like total basic white girl. Okay. And they're like, "What is that?" I was like, and then so I read off the instructions or whatever. And they're like they flipped out. They're like, "Oh my God, this is the drink of a blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, is it good?" Oh my gosh, now we know how to make it. Anyways, it was kind of crazy.
It's good fun. We always have good fun here on the show, by the way. So, hey, I do want to remind you that we are giving away 4 tickets a day. Thank you, Justin, for bringing these in. Our good friend Barb Gonzalez donating these. We've already given away some to Vicky McKenzie. Tammy, I believe you were one of the winners. And then Jason Thompson was the winner. So there's 4 there.
You mean I can win 2?
You can win 2, not on the show day, but outside of the show day. We don't have to adhere to regular rules on this show, which is great. But we're not biased. We don't cheat.
It's so cute. Show them.
Yeah, so here, hold this up, Justin. Yeah, there it is. There is it's cool. It's like
do I look like Vanna?
Yeah,
is this how we do it?
This is what do you call this?
Vintage market days? I don't know. Okay, this reminds me, not to distract from this, but this reminds me of the whole, is the dress gray or pink or teal?
Yeah.
You remember that circulates every now and then?
What Justin's talking about, because we're looking at the tickets.
The socks.
there's a pink dress, teal.
It's that camera now.
Yeah, teal socks and white, and then like black or gray shoes.
Or pink.
Doesn't
And there's
really-
some pink in there too.
Doesn't really match, to be honest, but that's okay.
It looks cute. Vintage Market Days.
So here's what's happening. We are giving away 4 tickets a day to Vintage Market Days. Just like Rick Boning, all you have to do to enter, that's coming up this weekend, by the way. All you have to do to enter is just put a comment. Hashtag Visit Huntsville TX, hashtag Hello Huntsville, whatever you want to put. Our system will pick it up, like this broadcast, and then share it, and you will be automatically entered to win 4 free tickets to Vintage Market Days. I've also got a surprise for you because we had a couple of folks that did not. We gave away a lot of the gift certificates to the Color Bar.
Yes.
But guess what? I still have 2 of them left here, Justin.
Do you?
I have 2 left. So I'm going to do a special thing today. I'm going to throw in, because you're here, a gift certificate to the Color Bar as well. So today you're going to win an opportunity to win $25 gift certificate to the Color Bar. And how about this? How about 4 tickets to Vintage Market Days? Boom. All you got to do right now is just comment, like, and share, and you're good to go. So that's what we're doing today. We will step aside. On the back end of the show, I want to ask you some business things, just some things that I read yesterday, and I think it'll really resonate with a lot of managers out there, a lot of business owners. We'll talk about it, maybe debate about it a little bit, and see our thoughts on that. But stay tuned in. Got a great show continuing today as our good friends from the Cline Card joining us here. We got an announcement to make today on the show too. So make sure to stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. More to come. Let us know you're out there and what you're thankful for today. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Coming on in 10. Here we are. Welcome back at it on a Thursday with the Color Bar of Justin Cody Killingsworth, JCK. There ain't no JK going on with this guy.
Right.
Welcome back in. A lot of fun here this morning on a Thursday. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for letting us know what you're thankful for today as we continue to highlight all the good things happening here in Huntsville, Texas. Our good friend Tammy Farkas is joining us. As she said, good morning. My favorite coffee from Dutch Bros is the 911. It's a 6-shot Irish cream.
Whew, that, you know what? One thing about Tammy is that she absolutely loves coffee. We were, I think you
carries a
taught,
coffee
yes,
mug
a mug with her.
Yes.
Like she will. She likes this special coffee from, what's the name of it?
We don't know the name of it.
I don't remember the name. Anyways, we used to carry it in Farmhouse.
Tammy, what is the coffee? And we talked about it on the show, so I don't feel bad about saying you carry a coffee mug with you because you mentioned it, Tammy. We love you. We appreciate you and all that you do. Also, our good friend Lois joining us this morning from Old Town Theater, and she is saying good morning.
I am all
friend.
tangled up down here.
Good to see you this morning. Hey, how about this too? Denise Olivas, our friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union, our Monday Foundation 5 sponsor, saying good morning, my friends. Thankful for a brand new day, a brand new month, a brand new opportunity to do great things. Man, I love that. Denise, good morning. She's already entered into the contest as well now with the Hello Huntsville. And there's Tammy saying,
Coffee City. Yeah.
We built this city.
On coffee?
On Coffee City. All right, welcome back in. We're having too much fun this morning. Paula Klein has been so
She's just over here,
gracious,
just
waiting,
chilling.
just chilling.
Just chilling.
Paula, welcome
Waking
in.
up.
Good to see you. How you
Thank
doing?
you for having me. Doing good. Just waking up. I wish I had some more coffee myself.
Yeah, well, it's good to
Well,
have
Rob
you. on.
offers coffee over there.
Yeah,
Yeah?
we got
Oh,
some coffee
sweet.
over there.
I'll have
Yeah,
to get myself some.
we got that coffee mug, by the way, sponsored by LH Jewelers. So, hey, Paula, so good to have you on today. There's some great things, and we'll make a special announcement at the end of the interview with you and Andrew. Andrew will be joining us on the next segment, Your Better Half, and so excited to have you all on today. Cline Card, unbelievable journey. You guys have worked so hard to make something really great here in Huntsville and the surrounding areas. Before we really dig into the Cline Card and what it is, let us know a little bit about your history. How'd you get to Huntsville? Kind of guide us through a little bit of your life.
Okay, so yeah, I actually grew up in Houston, big town.
H-Town.
But I did come and graduated from Sam Houston. So I knew the town a tiny bit, but didn't really venture out and really explore it. So it's funny because, we met a few years ago in Houston. Long story, but anyways, so we ended up, his parents actually live here too in town. So that's really what got us here. I never really intentionally meant on moving back, but now that I'm here, I absolutely love it. We fell in love with the community, and so that's why we wanted to get more involved. And it's funny because in Houston, I was actually a tax auditor working for parishes in Louisiana. And so, that and working with, auditing small businesses and things like that, I didn't really like that side of it. And so I wanted to kind of be on a side where I can help small businesses, especially after the time of
See,
COVID
even the
and
people
all
that do the job don't want to do it.
Yeah.
See?
Hey, it's true.
Did you work for a certain organization with that acronym that everybody has to report to?
No,
Okay, good.
you probably have never heard of it.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, so long story short, that's how we got here.
Awesome.
And so we absolutely love this community and so happy to be here.
Paula, you mentioned Sam Houston, and so the connections there. What did you study at Sam?
General business.
Awesome.
It's funny, growing up, I always knew that I kind of wanted to have my own business, but didn't know exactly what. And so
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
It really is. We do every bit of this business ourselves. We run the website, we go out and get businesses on the card, and, we even press the cards ourselves. So, every bit of it we do ourselves. And so it's a learning experience along the way, too. So
Yeah, it's been
Sometimes
great.
it's easier to, work for someone that does it.
yeah, exactly.
There is the satisfaction though of working for yourself.
A little bit.
and it's good because I think about it, and if you've got a creative mindset, sometimes I feel like if you work for somebody that gets stifled,
Yeah.
and the greatest managers on earth allow people to blossom where they're at, and you guys getting to work for yourself, a lot of creativity. One thing about the Clines are they're always just happy, smiling, doing great work in the community. Paul, I wanted to ask you, let us know about the Cline Card. What led to the vision of the Cline Card? And then let us know what the Cline Card is. Maybe let me reset because the coffee and the ADD is kicking in. Let us know what the Cline Card is first so people will know, and then let us know what led to the creation of the Cline Card.
Yeah. So really, Cline Card is basically a discount card that can be used at small businesses here in Huntsville locally, but also we're getting businesses in Willis, New Waverly, and Conroe, kind of integrating the different communities because, like we always say, Conroe has things that Huntsville doesn't have, but we have things that Conroe doesn't have, So get people kind of going back and forth and just seeing, what each town has to offer and support local.
How many businesses now are on the Cline Card?
Ooh.
There's quite a bit.
She said,
We're getting up there to 50. I lost count. I have to go back and count.
My two favorite, by the way, and here is the Cline Card. I'm going to put my thumb over something because we don't want to reveal anything yet. But here is the Cline Card. Here you
Other
go.
camera, Rob.
There we go. There's the Cline Card. And by the way, this thing is so cool because we go to Fat Boys Pizza. It's my
Yeah.
boys Shane and Julie over there. You get discounts at Fat Boys Pizza. We go to Yummy Yummy. You get discounts at Yummy Yummy. $25. This thing you go to Justin Cody Killingsworth at the Color Bar, JCK.
Yeah.
No joking around over there. And I'm not joking about this. $25 for a one-time off your service. The Cline Card will pay for it.
Immediately paid off.
If you go to the Color Bar already and you don't have a Cline Card, shame on you because you get it's free. It's basically free.
Yeah.
So it's a great service. What led to the creation? What gave you guys the idea? When you were thinking about this?
So we have heard about it being done in another town, but it wasn't really being done this way we would have wanted to, highlight the small businesses. That's our whole, mission, basically. So, that was kind of how the idea of it came about. And then, something about the way COVID happened, small businesses were shut down, which was absolutely terrible. Some were absolutely forced to shut down completely. And so, big businesses, they're completely fine.
Yeah.
They could, close a store one day. Employees just move on and get another job somewhere. But, small businesses, these are run by real people.
Yeah, like us.
Exactly. And so like that, they put their heart, their soul, everything into it. So, it's really sad.
Yeah, when things hit like COVID, it hurt a lot of small businesses, and it was terrible. But the good news is we're rebounding, we're rebuilding. A lot of those companies, even some of them coming back, which is great. And I love the local aspect of it, because when I think about your card, the Cline Card, and I think about all the local businesses that are on this card, it's just an opportunity, as you said, to support local businesses and lift them up.
Yeah.
When I think about Justin, what intrigued you to say, yeah, I want to do this as a business owner?
Actually, I was like, hey, I haven't heard from you. Where are you at? Let's work something out. And it's just because it was a great. I thought it was a great idea, and I wanted to help support additional people and different things, and support the community in different ways. And I was like, I want to do something big. And who's not to say that who's not to say that with the discount card that you can't exceed a $25 discount with some of the other people. But we were really looking for, to Paula and Andrew, I was like, I really want to do something where it like covers the cost of this card. As a small business myself, I can't do $25 every time. And I was like, are we open to like doing a one-time discount on that card? And so we kind of worked it out and do different things like that. Farmhouse is also on there as well.
Yeah, farmhouse furniture, yeah.
So, and that has a percentage that is all the time. Like there's no cap on it. But yeah.
It's good stuff, and it's a great way to save money and at the same time give back to local business. Of course, here at Hello Huntsville, we're all about the small businesses as well, and that's why when I met you guys, I said, man, this is just a tremendous opportunity here for y'all in this community to continue to support our local small businesses. And Justin just said it, Paula. You heard him say it about how, whenever he heard about you guys, he wanted to support y'all. He wanted to support the community. And that's what I love about our community. Everybody wants to support everybody.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you're not going to make it. I mean, that's just a simple truth.
Exactly.
And if you're trying to charge everybody, nickel and dime everybody, ultimately, yeah, you may get ahead for a while, but you're not going to make it. This community is about relationship. I couldn't even talk. I start getting choked up talking about it, Paula.
Yeah.
This community is all about relationships first.
Exactly. Work together to lift each other up.
Yeah. So.
On the Cline Card, also one thing that I wanted to do is I wanted someone to be able to receive a service. So we did it at our lowest service. Actually, technically, that's not our lowest service, eyebrow waxes, but. The $25 is what it costs to have your hair shampooed and styled. So even if you get your hair colored or cut somewhere else, you could always come to the salon and get a $25 blowout. Every year we do the blowout celebration on our anniversary, where it's free blowouts all day long. So the Cline Card also gave that ability, if like all the people that already have it, bring your Cline Card in and get a shampoo and style.
Here's the deal, too, with what Justin just said. Don't wait a year to come get a blowout.
Right. Don't wait a year.
Yeah, you need to come in more often than that.
The day, Pollock, we finally have a female in here. Okay, just saying. Come on, do you always want to wash your hair and blow dry it?
I really don't. I never blow dry my hair.
See?
I hate to say it.
It's women don't want to do it. Not to put
forever.
Bridget on blast, but how often does she shampoo her hair?
Daily.
Daily?
And it's a long.
And it's a chore.
And then she's sitting there blow drying. It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I love you, sweetheart, but I'm just like, hey, baby, come on. Because it's always like, if we go to church in Houston, that's a long drive. Mm-hmm. And so we got to get up like an hour and a half, or we got to be ready.
She has to be up 3 hours before you.
Yeah, but it's not a bad. I mean, it's all right. Whenever you mention that, though, about blow drying, I love my little Braylon. I mean, she is my little angel. But we bathe her every night. And guess what we were doing for like the first forever? Because she came out with a full head of hair. She had daddy's hair. My hair actually gets really long and curly. She came out the womb with the full head of hair. Wow. And so we're sitting there bathing her. And from like day one, not when she's a tiny baby, but let's be honest, after like 6 months, we're blow drying her hair. And I was like, man, this just gets to be tedious. So I wouldn't say I've gotten lazy, but I've taken the towel, and now that her head's like fully formed, it doesn't have the soft spots. I'm taking the towel, man, and I'm going to town because I'm like, this is so much quicker and easier instead of blow drying her hair. And we're talking about a baby,
Yeah.
So, well, Paula, I think what you guys are doing great. It's so awesome to have the Cline Card here in Huntsville. Before we let you step aside, because we're going to bring on Andrew here in a moment, your husband, let us know just, with this card and everything here in the community, what are you most thankful for? What do you really enjoy about Huntsville?
I really love meeting the people. Honestly, that's number one. Everyone here, since the day we moved here, it's like we already belonged. And that's really awesome. How everyone is just
inclusive.
So friendly and welcoming and willing to work with each other and help each other. That's awesome. And that's, not what I experienced growing up in a big city, like I said. So, being a small knit community, it's wonderful.
So how can people reach out to you for the Cline Card if there's other business owners or even consumers that want to purchase the Cline Card?
Good question. So you can actually go on our website, clinecard.com, and on there's the Join Us page. You can fill that out, or you can email me directly at paulacline26@yahoo.com.
Sweet.
Paula Cline 26.
And I think we're going to announce something a little bit later on how to purchase them.
We will, and we're going to wait for that. We got a really awesome announcement that I'm excited about. We're going to wait, though, and we may make that announcement with Mr. Andrew here in just a few moments. So we'll step aside. We'll take a break. We're going to talk more about the Cline Card, how long they've been in business, and more of those businesses, too, that are part of it, and how you can be a business. All those things coming up here. Stay with us. A great show continues. Let us know you're out there and what you're thankful for today. And again, keep those comments coming with the hashtag Hello Huntsville, hashtag Visit Huntsville, whatever you want to put there. Comment, like, and then share the broadcast. We got 4 Vintage Market Days tickets
Bless
coming
you.
up.
I was really trying to hold that
Justin was. Those are so hard.
So hard.
That's why I was
I was
extending
like,
the break.
Thanks.
4 of those Vintage Market Day tickets. We'll give those away here at the end of the show today. And also, and look, here comes Garrick Long rolling
With
in
the
hot.
coffee, can
With
we turn the camera?
And then here is the color bar, too. We're giving away $25 on that. Step aside. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
That's just the perfect break.
Well, sometimes here on Hello Huntsville, you never know what's going to happen, especially on Good Morning Huntsville. Well, if you'll notice behind us, now on the audio-only podcast, you can't see this, obviously, but there's a man in a blue shirt. His name's Garrick Long, and we were just joking around earlier, and Garrick said, "Where's my coffee, Justin?" And we said, "Why don't you come up here and get it?" And here he is, Garrick
Look at
Long.
that, he got one.
Garrick Long has made an appearance.
I'm the coffee bandit this morning.
Do you know the coffee man? We do. He's right here. Garrick,
Right here.
Garrick, good fun this morning, man. Thanks for coming in.
Enjoy your Golden Eagle.
Thank you. I appreciate
Garrett-
it. I have to go open the store now.
Have fun at the bookstore.
Garrick Long in the house.
Summer classes today.
First
Oh,
day of
fun.
summer classes getting started.
Busy day.
There you know. Good to see you, Garrick. Have a good day, man. Garrick is so active in the community. We love him, man, and all that he does as well. He used to be my producer back in the day at the radio station when I was broadcasting Sam Houston, and it was a lot of fun. So that's how I first got to know Garrick. But you never know what's going to happen. If you make a comment on this show and you're here in Huntsville, we're going to challenge you to come out.
We're going to try.
So we double dog dared him. He passed the dare, and he got a free coffee for it. So did you send him a Venmo, though, after he left
What?
just now? Like $8 Venmo request?
You know what I like about Dutch Bros? It's not $8.
You're not saying it right, though. Dutch bras.
Dutch Bros.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's more California.
Like bra?
Yeah, that's what they
Bra.
say. Bra. What's up, bra?
I thought it was like hang loose.
How
or
much were
something.
these, by the way, if I can ask?
They were $5.
$5. Not bad.
Not bad for coffee.
Yeah.
Welcome back in here. Good morning, Huntsville. Thanks for joining us. Ellen Duke is joining us from Trinity, Texas, saying good morning from Trinity. Bridget's laughing away because we were talking about the blow drying earlier. I love what Ellen Duke said, too. He said, I'm thankful for Jesus. I love that. Good morning to you. And also our good friend at Guardian Defense, one of our Foundation 5 sponsors, Jason Thompson, who won tickets yesterday, by the way.
Good morning to Jason.
So he said good morning as well. Here we go. Thursday, continuing on, brought to you by our good friends at the Color Bar. So we appreciate Justin Killingsworth, and now joined by the other half. I didn't want to say the better half. It's like the other half.
Far from it.
Yeah, it's always the better. Like for me, Bridget's my better half. But here we go. Andrew Cline joining us from the. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, man.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this
Doing
morning?
great, buddy.
Fantastic.
So, well, just like Paula, she got to kind of set the tone here, and it's a hard act to follow. You know that, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us about your journey, man. Just before we get into the Cline Card, talk a little bit about your story in Huntsville, if you don't mind.
No, not a problem. My parents actually used to come out here back in the day for the old prison rodeo. So that's how they kind of got introduced to this community. Used to drive all the way out here for that, and obviously fell in love with it a long time ago. And as soon as my parents kind of retired and was able to move along, they bought quite a few different properties out here and kind of moved out here, and obviously lured us out here to this wonderful community. And ever since then, I mean, like she said, we absolutely fell in love with this. We're so blessed to be here. There's so many wonderful people, whether it is business side, whether it is just somebody at Walmart. Everybody's so welcoming, and we're just so lucky to be part of this community as far as that.
You're so right about that. And I made a comment one time on the group, The Good, Bad, and Ugly. And I never post the bad or the ugly. I always post the good. And that's just kind of how I'm wired. If there's the bad, I'm going to go talk to the person. I'm not going to air it out in public, And
Exactly.
Unless you can't get a resolution.
Unless you can't get a resolution, then sometimes I'll say, but I don't do that actually. I don't. It's whatever. But here's the deal. You guys came here, you hit it full force, and things have been going good. How long has the Cline Card been in business now?
So we've had the idea for a little while now, and I think it was about February of last year we really started implementing it and getting things in motion, really started trying to create the platform and move forward as far as getting new businesses, what kind of businesses we want on there, more of quality instead of quantity, and we're just so blessed to be able to work with all the people we have, including Justin, Guardian Defense, Sweet Caroline. There's a lot of wonderful people out there that just go above and beyond, and we just want to make sure we expose them and get that highlight that they deserve, each and every single one of them.
It's awesome. You just mentioned Sweet Caroline, and guess who's just chiming in right now saying good morning? None other than Leah Lineback of Sweet Caroline's Floral Shop. So she's already chiming in this morning. Good morning to her.
Do you know what's really, the first time I met both of you was actually, is it not loud enough?
No, we got it. There you go.
There we go. Can you hear me better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
We got you, Verizon.
Yes. I don't know. Let's not go there this morning. There's this thing called 5G, and it sucks, okay? Anyways, back to the story.
I don't know where this is going.
First time I met Paula and Andrew was at the chamber breakfast. And it took me like 2-3 months after I had initially met them, but they got up at chamber breakfast at Farmhouse and was like, oh, introducing themselves and the Cline Card and yay, and it was great. And it's like, and it stuck. It took me a couple months to all the little things that I was juggling at the time, but I was like, hey, we need to meet. I've been needing to reach out to you. So.
I mean, it's funny that you say that because when we first moved to town, we were looking at the different businesses available that we would like on the card, and we saw the Color Bar, big old facility and beautiful looking, and it was a little intimidating to come up to it. So we're very blessed that you reached out.
Yeah.
And
no, that's I think what Paula said too. They're like, we really wanted to get you on board.
We did. Yeah. You have a wonderful establishment, wonderful credibility, and there's a lot of people that do follow you, and there's a lot of good people we just want to be part of. So
Absolutely.
thank you for being part of us.
Yes.
Andrew, it's a great business idea, and I love what you guys do because here's the deal, and I want to make this known. Businesses, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost a dime.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing other than you giving a discount, which is going to drive people to your business. And I think that's the really cool way of doing this, because the way that I've seen these set up in the past are the businesses pay to be on it, and then you give the consumers the card. It's a lot better to say, hey, consumers, by the way, guess what, $25, you get the card. Oh, and by the way, there's 50 plus businesses. And now I love what you guys are doing, that we focus so heavily on Huntsville, which is important. But you guys have started to expand a little bit outside the community, because let's be honest, each and every one of us, we do go outside of our community from time to time.
Absolutely.
I always preach we need to invest as many dollars as we can right back here in our local economy.
Absolutely.
But it is good to get out once in a while. We don't have certain businesses here in Huntsville that eventually they'll come in, but there are some type of businesses that we don't have here yet. But I go outside of town. I go to Conroe. I go to Montgomery County. I go out to the steakhouse that's outside of Huntsville. There's a lot of different things that I do. So talk a little bit about just that plan. I know that you guys are committed to Huntsville. You're continuing to grow here, but let us know a little bit more about your plan and where you're expanding to.
Yeah, absolutely. So another thing kind of that you mentioned was that we are absolutely free. So what we would like to always try to create is a opportunity for a business to create their incentive for whatever works best for them. We don't want to hurt their profit margin or tap into anything that they really possibly need to reinvest or profit themselves. So we just want everybody to grow. And so integrating from Madisonville to Conroe is really what we're working with, to try to keep it within a small radius and only include these small, wonderful businesses. Like I said, we don't want to hurt anybody's profit margin, but if any businesses would like to join, we don't charge anything whatsoever, and we'd like to promote you and get the exposure that you deserve.
Will those businesses, as you talked about expansion in Conroe, will it all still be under one card?
Yes.
So you don't have to purchase another card for
Correct,
Conroe or
and that's
anything
what we
like
really want to integrate. And obviously that just kind of builds the value. The more businesses are on there, the more it grows, and the more that everybody, hopefully would like to be able to be on it as well.
What have you enjoyed most about this journey, Andrew? I know Paula a while ago said just getting out and talking to the community. What have you enjoyed the most?
And to tell you the truth, it sounds crazy, but the struggle. You can't enjoy a high if you don't have a low.
That's
and
right.
There's a lot of work and sweat and blood and tears that each and every single one of you business owners have. And to go through that yourself, to really not have it and to create something from nothing it's very inspiring. And there's a lot of people out there that are very capable, they're just nervous and they're scared, or they're don't have these opportunities, and we're just very blessed to be where we are to be able to go ahead and move forward with everything.
Just take the journey, take the lead. It's just, we heard some buzzing coming through. It sounds like Atari back in the day when your cell phones are near the audio equipment.
Let me just throw that on the floor.
Yeah, so, well, it's great to have you this morning, Andrew, you and Paula. Y'all have done tremendous work. I've enjoyed getting to know you and become friends with you. I see your work ethic and just your drive to continue to build something great here in our community. When I started Hello Huntsville, it was an idea that I actually spun off of Hello Georgetown back in the day, and I had bought that website from a couple right before COVID. It was crazy. We bought the website. They moved to Colorado. They knew of us because I had an internet radio station based in my hometown that was doing very well, and they said, "Hey, Rob, are you interested in buying Hello Georgetown?" And I loved what they did because they were getting 70 to 100,000 hits a month on the website.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's 20,000 Facebook followers. Whenever you put $1 per follower, that's worth the value right there.
Absolutely.
And so we ended up buying that. A buddy of mine and I went in together, bought the website, and we brought something to Hello Georgetown called the Local Deals Club, similar to what you guys were doing.
Yep.
And, I had this idea for Hello Huntsville when we were here, when I was working actually at the local radio station. And I'm glad things kind of didn't, materialize the way that they could have, because I wanted to bring this at the time where I was working at. And things just didn't work out. It was heavily focused on radio, which was okay. And then, we ended up getting an opportunity to go up to Fargo for a while. It was a better financial situation for our family. And so we went up there. Miss everyone up there, by the way. I know that Jerica's already joining us this morning, and we joke around, but I do miss all the great folks up north. And honestly, the greatest job I've had, and I was blessed to be up there. And I've talked about it. I'm not going to go into details about that. But then we come back. Now this is the greatest job that I have. I love what we get to do with Hello Huntsville. Long story short is we come back here and didn't have anything really lined up. Weren't planning on being here until September, but some things transpired that forced us to get here a little bit earlier than expected. But we never planned on, I was just going to say, okay, I'm going to find a way to go broadcast for there's some junior colleges around, some local schools. I had some interest from other people reaching out to me. And then I told Bridget, I was like, the Hello Georgetown was so successful, and I had the idea in Huntsville years ago. So why don't we just launch that? So we prayed about it, and then God was like, do it. Make it work.
Beautiful.
And so, we launched Hello Huntsville TX as a platform that promotes all things good. And immediately, I didn't know you guys, and I was like, cool, I'm going to bring the Local Deals Club to Huntsville. And this was before I knew y'all. And so that was already like kind of in the works in the background. And then I met y'all. And I was like, man, I don't want to do the Local Deals Club anymore because I don't want to interfere with what you guys are doing. And
We're very lucky.
Yeah, and so I love that. And y'all work so hard. And so I got to know Paula and Andrew, and I said, you know what, let's work together. And so the announcement today that we are dropping, and starting next week, you'll be able to purchase cards from Hello Huntsville as well. But today, the official launch, as we will mention, kind of hard to see here on the camera, but the Local Deals Club, powered, Hello Huntsville, Local Deals Club, powered by Hello Huntsville. So we're excited about that, and we're
Powered
going
by
to
Cline Card.
Powered by Cline Card, yeah. Local Deals Club,
Yes.
Hello Huntsville Local Deals Club, powered by Cline Card. And we're very excited about that. And so you'll be able to purchase the cards directly on our website as well. And we're going to promote you guys. And I think it's just such a great mesh together because we wanted to partner with you and figure out a way, how can we promote your business instead of doing our own thing? And you've already built the legwork. And so the local Dills Club is returning to Hello Huntsville now, and we're excited about that. So wanted to shake your hand, Andrew. I
Thank you very much.
appreciate the opportunity
appreciate
to do
that,
this. And you'll be able to get the cards not only through their website, but you can buy them through our website as well, and we'll be promoting them on the show. And I'll tell you, it works, man. And so I'm excited. It's been a great partnership, and looking forward to continuing to grow it and expand it and help you guys however we can.
We greatly appreciate an opportunity, and I'm just so blessed to be able to work with my best friend each and every single day, and wonderful other people as well.
Yeah, so it's a lot of good things happening. And again, stay tuned. Next week, we'll be putting information on the website about the all-new Hello Huntsville Local Dills Club, powered by Cline Card. So
You know what I
it's gonna
really
be
like
great.
about it is that you can look at all the participants before you even purchase.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Just saying.
Let me show that, by the way. That's a really good point, Justin. So for those of you that are on the live video right now, I'm going to show this on, let's see if I can do this here. I'm going to show this on the live stream. And so here is the Cline Card. You go to clinecard.com. The local favorites are all here. Drinks, snacks, desserts, hair and tanning, restaurants, education, sports, home goods apparel, party event specialists, vape and smoke, firearm-related, and professional services. And so everything is there. Andrew and Paula have done such a tremendous job. There's also a way you can refer people and get even further discounts. You can subscribe to get exclusive updates. I mean, when I click on this drinks and snacks, look at all this stuff that is here, friends. 3 Spoons. Man, I go there all the time. It's my good friend Nelson Amaya and his wife.
Wonderful man.
Cat
Wonderful
Cafe
place.
is there. Elizabeth, she's awesome. Fruitopia, Sipsies. Man, look at this. 0 Degree. Those guys are awesome. They've got the I think that's a veteran-owned business.
It is. Very proud of that one.
So they're there. Even our friends in New Waverly.
You can
which-
even get drunk with the Cline Card.
there you go.
And be able to take off of quite a bit of money as far as the $100 application fee at Tomorrow's Promise. So
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit of
love
every
that.
opportunity.
Yeah, and and if you
Again?
consider if you want to go out and have a few drinks somewhere, and and then get an Uber, the Cline Card, the discount may pay for the Uber. So there you go.
There you go.
Redbird Creamery's here, New Waverly. I love that you're getting New Waverly involved. I love the folks in New Waverly. There's a winery there, the Golden Oak Micro Cellar. In Willis, Vertex Coffee is on. Conroe, Surfside Nutrition. Look at all this wonderful food and wonderful places that are on there. So it is awesome and a great opportunity for you just to go out and support a local business. So, Andrew, man, we appreciate this. This is going to be such a fun partnership, and very excited here on Hello Huntsville to be able to promote you guys and continue to promote all things good here in Huntsville, my friend.
Yeah, but thank y'all for this opportunity, and look forward to our future together as well.
You bet. Before we let you go, you probably already answered some of this because I asked you, what do you like most about the Cline Card? I'm going to ask you, what do you love most about Huntsville? When you wake up each day and you think about Huntsville, Texas, what's the first thing that pops onto your mind?
Honestly, everything. From the minute we wake up for our beautiful place that we live at, just seeing the atmosphere, the wonderful animals all around, as well as the people. I didn't even know my neighbors in Katy, where I grew up and was raised and owned my last house. I didn't even know my neighbors' names. I had no clue. And I can't tell you how being at Walmart here or something along those lines is just so welcoming. There's not another experience that I could ever mention that how wonderful the people are here. So it's the people, the atmosphere, the wonderful businesses, the small town feeling. I just can't explain how much that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's good. I need to remember that country song I sang it yesterday. People, loving people. Don't sing. Whenever I do
Can we
that,
have a karaoke segment?
we should. Yeah, we should.
And
Do you sing
start?
karaoke?
No.
I do a little Hank Williams Jr. family
Yeah?
tradition. Country music singers. We won't even get into it. Been a real close family. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing that. So, again, Andrew Cline, Paula Cline joining us
Thank you
here
again.
today. We appreciate them so much. Please go to clinecard.com to find out more information. If you're a business owner, you want to get invested and start receiving those discounts. It doesn't really matter what business you are. They'll work with you. They'll figure out something. If you're not a right fit, they'll tell you. But I can tell you right now, pretty much every business is going to be a right fit for you guys.
Absolutely.
So we'll step aside. We'll take a break. Justin and I got a lot more here as we close it out on the final segment or so. Stay with us. More to come here on your show. It's your show, Huntsville. Good morning, Huntsville. We'll be back after this. Welcome back at it. Here we are. Camera's a little bit weird adjusted
I
here,
know.
Justin. Justin, talk for like 2 seconds.
Why? Oh,
Just carry the show.
what am I supposed to talk about?
We'll just talk about life.
What events are happening here? Let's look.
There's a lot of things going
There's a lot of things that are coming on. Let's see.
on. I've got Justin here.
Happening in Huntsville.
Justin, I put you on the spot there. You know,
I know.
This
You
is
have to
like this is a self-produced show, by the way.
There's
And,
a Huntsville Corral Festival happening June 3rd. Oh, that's Alabama. Maybe we should put Texas.
You know, I had a post the other day about like setting people up to be successful, and I didn't give you any training, Justin, on this. You know, I just threw you in the spotlight, man.
I'm like, let's give me a subject to talk about first.
What did I say? Talk about life.
Talk about something.
Welcome back in here as we wrap up on a Thursday episode.
Oh, that
of-
camera angle is much better.
There,
Thanks. Thanks to the producer in the back.
Yeah, the invisible producer. Welcome back in here this morning. Our show is always presented by our good friends at the Color Bar here on a Thursday. Check them out online at colorbartx.com.
TX.com.
And you
Or
can,
on Instagram at colorbarhtx.
and be sure to like the Facebook page. Just search for the Color Bar. It's
Yes.
Color Bar HTX if you type it in directly.
We had our winner for our extension giveaway.
What was this? Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Maddie, and she is super stoked and excited. She's like, I just cut my hair short for the summer, so I want to wait. And I was like, okay, no problem. So, you know, when we do things, you know, we try to make sure that there's not a whole bunch of different strings or anything like that, you know.
Yeah, that's
Keep
great.
things as simple as possible.
I did want to show some things because, Justin, you mentioned some events that are going on around the area, and I'm going to showcase some of these right now. If you go to HelloHuntsvilleTX.com, there's an events tab, but also if you scroll through the articles, we put those events down at the bottom. There's also some business spotlights that we're going to start including here. But today, June the 1st, by the way, I didn't even say welcome in. Happy June as we get a new month underway here on episode 38. The summer reading kickoff gets started at the Huntsville Public Library. That is getting underway today. So if you need help signing up for the summer reading program, you can go to the library for that summer reading kickoff. Kona Ice is going to be there passing out snow cones starting this morning at 10:30 a.m. So you can get your early morning sugar fix this morning. Go to the
Need to drink more coffee.
yeah, just go there to the Huntsville Public Library starting at 10:30. They'll give away one snow cone. That getting underway today. There are so many events going on at the library. I was on their website yesterday, so I started piling up all these events here on the website, Justin. They have another program called Unwind. It's Relax and Create. This is designed to get teens engaged in creative projects and really to get them to disconnect from technology. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That getting underway tomorrow at the public library. They also have another program called Dungeons and Dragons. So a game that they're playing there. All this stuff happening at the library. We've got it all listed on the website. Then, coming up here in just a few days, Charlie's Used Cars. They'll be having their 50th anniversary.
50 goals.
And so, Tim, man, we love you, and we're praying for your mom, Ruby. I know that she had to have an operation. She fell, I believe, and just recovering from that. And so we love you, Tim and Ruby, and just your family. Y'all are tremendous folks here in our community. The library, again, Generation Focus. That's another teen program. The kids club at the library. I mean, there's just unbelievable.
There's so much to do at the library.
Here's the fun one, though, Justin. Video game day at the Huntsville Public Library. The unfortunate news is you and I can't go because it's ages 11 to 18. I'm 10 years old, so I can't make it. But that is getting underway June the 6th. So video game day. How cool is that?
You know, the library actually has a huge selection and a lot of different, like, it doesn't remind me of a typical library. And maybe I haven't been to a library in a long time, but, you know, like growing up and going to the school library, it was just always like books and only books.
There was computers when
books.
I was there, so I was.
And then it's like now, it's huge. They have the video section, they have, you know, the technology section, they have the genealogy section. I mean, it's just, it's awesome.
When I was a kid, we still used the card catalog.
Yeah.
Did you use that?
No.
Yeah, we used the card. We had to use card catalog to find the
Wait.
books.
Oh,
The-
yeah.
The Dewey Decimal
Yes, the Dewey Decimal System.
Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, I was like, so we take Keegan every Monday to the library, and she gets 5 books every week. And I was like, so in the kids section, like, they're not done by Dewey Decimal System. They're just like kind of in there. And I was like, well, how do I know what book? What if I want to find a certain book? anyways, it was.
The old Dewey Decimal
It was
System.
shocking
I
to
haven't
me.
thought about that in years. By the way, Cherie is joining us saying good morning, y'all.
I just love her.
Grace Wakefield is chiming in for a chance to win, saying good morning, y'all. Hashtag hello Huntsville. Caitlin chiming in as well. Tara Burnett sending us a message. Also, I don't want to leave out our friends in the Huntsville, Texas News and Events group because there are also folks joining us there. Matthew Johnson saying good morning. He said hello to the Clines earlier. He said hey yo instead of hello. Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Love that. He said, Justin, you need to do an alcoholic coffee drink at the Color Bar with a smiley face.
Both, huh? Who said that?
That was our friend Matthew Johnson
Oh,
saying
yes.
that. And then
We can add Bailey's.
yeah, you could. He also said, Rob, you drinking Dutch Bros? That's my top favorite coffee shop. I always get the White Angel with the white coffee. So they got the White Angel and the Golden Eagle.
Yeah.
Sounds like
They have like a whole bunch. Anyways.
Cherie McAdam also joining us too, saying good morning, y'all. Appreciate everybody chiming in. It has been such a fun show here today. And again, one final opportunity, comment with the hashtag Hello Huntsville. Like and share this broadcast for a chance to win 4 tickets to Vintage Market Days. That's coming up tomorrow. Getting started tomorrow, by the way. Thank you to Barb Gonzalez for helping to promote this. And then also I'll throw in a $25 today Color Bar gift certificate. Justin, something I wanted to mention before we select our winner. I was reading something yesterday, and this goes back to business. And so maybe some tips for some business owners out there or folks that manage. But I was reading some things yesterday. I always want to improve, and especially as this platform grows, I'm looking to bring on employees eventually. We're going to need them because I'm kind of like the Clines. I'm posting the articles. I'm going out interviewing people. We're still a little bit away from where we need help. I mean, yeah, I need help right now, but I can't pay for help. So
Bridget?
Yeah.
Bridget,
So-
can you do this?
Bridget's taking care of babies. So, but I was thinking about this, and I had a post yesterday, and I'm not making this about me, but it's something that I wanted to mention. You know, I was blessed to have an IT company for nearly 15 years, and I remember we had such great talent, such awesome. In fact, one of my employees chimed in on the post, and Clint's an amazing dude. I love Clint. He was one of my best guys, just awesome employee. But I said here, you know, I never forced my employees into roles that didn't align with their skill set. You know, I made mistakes, I apologized, I learned and continued to grow. And I thought about when I came back here to Huntsville, man, I felt like I was like having to rebuild from the ground up. But relationships are important. And when you have solid relationships, that's your foundation. Just like you and I are friends and many others. You know, I wouldn't say it's easy. It's a grind. But I'm enjoying every moment of doing this. And I read this earlier yesterday that really got me to think about all this. This was just a guide that I was reading about management and business. It said, refrain from pushing your employees into roles that don't align with their talents. Instead, ensure that they're positioned in roles where they can utilize their unique skills and thrive. Overlooking their capabilities and forcing them into unstable roles could lead to burnout, especially considering the immense effort they've put into developing their skills. Thus, it's crucial to appreciate their professional progress and strategically employ their competencies. There's a lot of big words in there that I was reading, but I started thinking about that. When I had Click, Justin, I had so many talented guys, and I never put them in a position to where, perfect example, let's say that I had a guy who was really, really good at working on servers. If he was interested in working on another type of system, you know, I would say, hey, are you interested in this? I would never force them into that role, though. Or like a guy that worked on computers and now telling him, hey, we need help doing websites. I need you to start doing websites. That doesn't mean that I didn't ask, because I think it's important to ask your employees. But I wanted to get your perspective on that. Just as, you know, as a business owner, there are certain talents that your employees have. Of course, you want to challenge them. But do you feel like that's a fair statement to say, I'm not going to force my employees into a role that they're not comfortable with or where I don't feel like they can succeed? Do you get what I'm saying with that?
Yeah. You know, it's like giving people, as a business owner, it's one of those hard things that you have to, let's use a hairstylist, for example. So we are a salon that trains hairdressers. We have stylists that have been licensed for 20 years. We've had stylists that have been licensed for 30 years. We've had stylists that's been licensed for 3. We've had some that are still in school. They don't get to work directly on clients by themselves. They are an associate. But at that point is, and with that, I would say let's go back to if you don't do it, you won't know. You need to try it once. You need to know. Right, and it's about breaking through that comfort level to grow, and you do it. Say, let's use I have an employee that doesn't particularly like men's cuts, and that's okay. But we're gonna try them. She's actually really good at them, right? And that's okay. But it's about making sure that we grasp and know the foundation before we continue to add, because that clipper over comb or scissor over comb cut relates to so many different other things that she does love to do. And so it's about that, when it comes to customer service or employee management. As my business is expanding, I have 2 managers that run the salon. If I'm not there, they communicate with me and things like that. There's a manager that's over customer service because she excels with customer service. She loves to talk to people. People love to talk to her. And then I have an employee that manages the people, right? Manages the employees if there's an issue, or Sally did this and Jimmy did that. Those are things as a business owner that there are so many other things that I'm juggling, and it's not that the employees aren't important, but having someone that is dedicated to that, as a business owner, has helped me more by having those 2 roles than having it under one person. Because anytime you're around the same person all the time, you're going to have a disagreement. You're going to have, how many times do husband and wife disagree on something? So having that balance, I think, is what is important. And there's a difference between not willing and not wanting, I guess. I always say be willing to try it. And then if you don't want to, after you've tried it, then we can move forward from that.
I love that, man. It's just all about embracing the talent that you have around you, I think, as a business owner. And I've had that unique perspective of not only working in a business, but also owning a business, a couple of businesses, and been blessed to have people that I never say work under me, they work with me. My employees always work with me. I think you look at a company like Facebook and their success. Mark Zuckerberg didn't have this huge executive office. And I'm not saying if you have your own private office, it's a bad thing. But in his situation, I think it was great because it showed his employees at that high level that he was right in the middle of them. I don't know if you ever heard that story, but his desk was just a small little white desk like what we have here. And right next to him was like one of his web programmers, you know? So he was very involved.
I have this conversation with my employees all the time. I will meet you, but I will not beat you. The sky is the limit within my business. There is no cap. You can make as much or as little as you want. We work together. We set your goals, and they are your goals. And I hold you accountable to your own goal, right? I tell them all the time, I will meet you, but I will not beat you. And I explain to them, I'm not going to want something more for you than you want it for yourself. There's so many employers out there that push. Oh, produce more, right? Yes, that would be great, but then you don't have a happy environment. You don't have that longevity of that employee. And once again, as you say, I work with my staff.
Yeah.
They don't work for me. They are employees, but they don't work for me. They work with me. And being there to provide that uplifting, that having all of the policies, the procedures, the what to do's is what I like to call it. My salon Bible's like that thick. That way my managers know in an instance of, okay, this is what we're supposed to do in this case, right? So the goal, obviously, for me is to be able to focus on my guest as I'm behind the chair and not have to worry about the business and expand my business. I have a very ambitious goal. It's 5 salons in 5 years.
Love that.
So
to put Paul Mitchell out of business.
No, I don't know about that. Actually, and big time goal would be
Just
to
kidding.
own a cosmetology school.
Oh, that's cool.
I would love to call it the Color Bar Institute of Cosmetology. So I thought that was kind of sounded cool. But so long story short, looking into this because, doing research, Paul Mitchell actually owns the trademark for education with the name The Color Bar.
Ah.
And I'm like, okay, we're going to have to figure that one out.
You'll have to become friends with Paul.
Right.
And make him the dean of students at the Color Bar Institute.
Yeah, but he hasn't been active. That trademark hasn't been active for 20 years.
Yeah, it'll fizzle out here before too long. It'll be abandoned.
Right? I'm just counting down the days. Anyways, so that I guess we're all over the place. We always are, but
No, it's good.
I guess the biggest advice is think about what they want. I mean, as a business owner, you have to think about your needs as well. But it doesn't mean that person is replaceable, because no one is just replaceable. As I grew up and I was working different jobs and different corporate jobs, the mentality was always that they'll just find someone else. Well, it's not necessarily about that for me. Like, I don't care if you want to work 1 day a week. I don't care if you want to work half a day a week. If that's what you want to work, okay,
You're not going to be very successful.
You're
but go
not going to
for
be
it.
very successful if you tell me you want to work half a day and you want to make $300,000 a year.
Not
I'm going to
gonna
be
happen.
like, okay, well, let me tell you what reality is. Absolutely, I don't think that's going to be achievable here in this town,
You won't be a Dutch Bros.
right? But that offering that flexibility. So many people want to create their own, like feel like their own boss, so to speak. And that's kind of like how we do it, right? So like literally I'm super flexible. Now, schedule changes have to be made a month in advance, because we are here to serve our guests, and everyone always thinks that being a business owner is fun. Well, not only do I have employees to answer to, right? But I have every guest that walks through the door that holds me accountable for everything. And as an employee, guess what? It's the reputation of that business owner and that business that the heat goes on to if something goes wrong, right? And so like we ask our guests, like, I don't know, Caitlin probably asked them like 5 times how their experience was before they leave, because we want to know. We care. It's not just I would rather resolve the issue before it walks out the door than first off, issues happen. If anyone says that they never have an issue, they're lying. Like, literally. So trying to catch, they ask, they get asked literally. I'm telling you, Caitlin probably asked them 5 times as she's walking around, can I get you a margarita? How's your experience? We care. Like our management team works together to come up with these ways to try to resolve issues before they happen. And that's why they walk around. And it's not because they don't trust the stylist, but sometimes that everyone doesn't always communicate well with each other. Right. 100%. And that's okay. And that's okay. Most things are lack of communication. And so it's about, like if you ever feel uncomfortable, say it. Say, hey, I don't feel comfortable with this. Or, hey, can I talk to you? Like, I just don't think that this person's understanding what I'm trying to achieve. I always say pictures of inspiration are key. Like, I tell my staff that all the time. I'm like, pictures of inspiration, that's all we need. Like, pull out Pinterest. I love it. I have like a whole Pinterest board of different things, But anyways.
Well, this is good
I'm
stuff, Justin.
Totally off on a tangent. I'm sorry.
I love it, man, because I think there's somebody out there today, maybe a business owner, that's wondering, how can I better my company, or how can I better my people? And you hit the nail on the head. And there's different styles of way people manage and grow businesses, but I've always aligned with some of the things that you're saying. And one thing that I love, and I had a manager several years ago named Dave, and love him, still talk to him probably once or twice a month, to be honest.
Yeah.
And he gives me advice. He tells me what I should do, what I shouldn't do. But one of the key things one reason that when we came to Huntsville was he had asked me, he's like, what do you want to do? He asked me that, what do you want to do? And for me, like, that embraced me in a way that made me feel important and special. And I don't need that, but it made me feel like I was part of a community. And I think that's so important. And so as you grow, there's nothing wrong. And some people may say, well, I don't believe in that because we have a set way that we do things. And that's okay if that's the way you run your business. But I think the best talent that you'll find is when you reach out to your people and you ask them, you say, hey, what can I do for you? What's going to make this better for you? How can we grow and identify those things? And so I think it's a really good conversation today, Justin, just to kind of give you a behind-the-scenes look of the Color Bar and how you run things. I think that's important. And so, just embrace people. I take a very simplistic approach to everything. And, it hasn't gotten me to $1 million, but I'll tell you what, it's gotten me through life. And it's just love people, man.
Yeah.
Love on your people. It doesn't mean if you got a bad employee, you don't fire them. Yeah, if you got someone who's not doing the work, you gotta say adios to them. But the hardest thing that I ever had to do in business, and man, it still eats me to this day because I have a really hard time of letting go of some things, is I had to lay off 2 people in 2008 when all the economy kind of flipped upside down. And it was a guy, one of the best dudes that worked for me. and another guy. And at the time, and what's cool is I still talk to both of those guys. You know, I sat down with them and I said, this is really hard for me. And I held on as long as I could. But I said, guys, I've got to let you go. And one of them said, well, why couldn't you just offer me something less? And I said, because you wouldn't have taken it. I said, I don't want to devalue you, you know, asking you to work for half. And he went on to be very successful. He and I talk once every few months. Another gentleman, we talk maybe once a year.
That's
but, you know, if you just embrace people and love on people, and I hated to do that at the time.
So
but
many,
you have to.
You know, so many employees get uncomfortable or, you know, employees don't think about all the other things that the employer is doing, right? And so they feel sometimes neglected or whatever. And it's not, those are things that are not intentional ever. And it's like, hey, just bring that to my, you know, bring it to anyone's attention. You know, just say, hey, this is how I've been feeling. And that's great. You know, that owner is either going to say, this works for me, or no, this doesn't. Like, you know, but it's what I find funny, and it doesn't matter what job it is. It doesn't. Any time that there is separation, you have those workers that want to be like, oh, that place is the worst. Or, you know, like, and it wasn't, if you step back and you really look at the situation, it's something that is reoccurring with the individual most of the time. I've hired people that had worked at 4 other salons, and it didn't work out at the color bar. You know, like, I'm not going to blame myself. Doesn't make me step back and think, hey, did I do something wrong? Was there a better way to handle, you know, whatever? Absolutely. Because, one, I don't only answer to them. I answer to every guest that walks through that door. You know, so being a people pleaser is extremely hard, because the reality is you're not going to make everyone happy. I try my damnedest. I really do. And you're just not going to make everyone happy. Well, and it doesn't mean that I don't care, because I do. Like, I get worked up over things. Like, I'm like, okay, we just have to think about this, you know, like, go in. Okay, we can do this, you know, anyways.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up with that. I think it's all good conversations, you know, as you mentioned, as a business owner or even an employee that's been at a place for a while. You know, I think there's sometimes legwork that's laid, and then somebody comes into that not realizing the sacrifice and everything behind it. It's easy to come into a situation and say, oh, this is great, let's make it better. But you don't know the backstory of how long it took to make it great. And, you know, so always be mindful of people, love on people, and just ask somebody, what do you want to do? There's nothing wrong with a business owner or someone in charge to say, what do you want to do? What will make this successful for you? And so it's good conversations today. Cherie was talking earlier as we wrap up here in just a few moments. She was saying, true story. We were relocated to Huntsville from Fulshire. Big part of that decision was my experience with a haircut at the color bar. So there you go.
So Cherie was a flight attendant forever and ever and ever. She's going to laugh at me. Anyways, she's like, I cannot move here unless you can cut this hair. Anyways, so she came to the salon, and this was back when we were in Suite B. I mean, Cherie's been coming since we opened, and she's like, I moved here because of you. You cut my hair the exact same way. I've had it cut in Houston for all these years, and I'm not going to throw a number out because I don't know. But
that's a lot.
She has worn her hair the same way. We change it up a little bit, but you know,
a haircut.
The same.
A haircut led to coming to Huntsville.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. So.
Tell that to the city of Huntsville.
So there you go. A haircut.
Tell that to the tourism department.
So it's a lot of great things. Justin, you do great work. This was so insightful today. I'm glad that, you know, we didn't have this scripted, because it was so great just to have a very...
What day do we have this scripted?
But it's good, though, because you never know where these conversations, in my opinion, are the most important.
No, absolutely.
And it's you never know where it's going to lead. And so hopefully someone out there today will be blessed, you know, with some information, maybe some things that they needed to hear. And it's a lot of fun.
And business owners should talk to each other. There is not to like complain or whatever, but it's that idea. It's the bouncing ideas off. It doesn't matter if I talk to someone that owns a restaurant all the time. I talk to someone that owns another hair salon all the time. I talk to someone that owns a production. You know, like, it doesn't matter, because it can be a different situation, but the same kind of concept. And so having those outlets and meeting all the people that I've met that own their own business has really helped, because being able to bounce ideas off of each other is really great. I have a school that calls me as well, and they're like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I've never worked in a school a day in my life, but it's that brainstorming. It's that I like to call it mojo juice. Like
It's not Dutch Bros.
yeah, not. Anyways,
It's Mojo.
okay, we need to get off of here.
Fun one today. Appreciate everybody joining us, and a lot of folks were still hanging on, waiting, saying, "When
Who's winning? Who
is winning?" We're gonna roll the dice here, and today's winner will go to Miss Grace Wakefield.
Yay.
Good morning, y'all, and a good morning to you. Hello, Huntsville. She just scored 4 tickets to. I put them upside down. 4 tickets to Vintage Market Days happening coming up this weekend, starting tomorrow. So congratulations. I'm also going to throw in a Color Bar gift certificate. And you know what? We've got some new goodies from Hello Huntsville. I got some glitter stickers. I've got some
Glitter
glitter
stickers.
stickers.
Glitter.
We're going to throw those in. I've got some Kiss Cut stickers. I'm going to throw one of those in. And
What's
I've
a
got
Kiss Cut?
It's just like a cool little cut sticker.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
a fancy word to make it sound like it's really cool. It's just a
Okay.
sticker. And then also, I'm going to throw in our new Hello Huntsville keychain. So you get a little swag bag going, a little swag.
Little swaggy swag.
If you're up there in Jericho country, we love you, Jericho. It's called Swag Bag. Swag Bag. We're giving that away today. Hey, friends, it's been a good one today. I want to remind you just to lift each other up. Justin and I, some really good talking points there. And you can take, what I love about business is you can take all the business ideas and you can toss them into your personal life as well. Communication, loving on others, ask people what do they want. You don't have to give everybody what they want, but just ask them. People just want to breathe life and they want you to breathe life into them. So all good messages today, man.
Yes.
I'm leaving here super inspired, ready to run through this brick wall behind us.
Yes, you can do it.
Well, that'll wrap it up today, friends. As always, thanks for joining us. Appreciate Justin Killingsworth and the Color Bar. Please go by and support local business. Also excited about that new partnership on our new Hello Huntsville Local Deals Club powered by the Cline Card. We'll have those ready for purchase on our website coming up next week. As we end every single show, I want to remind you today that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until tomorrow morning, we'll be back at it 7 a.m. Until then, have a wonderful day. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you later.